Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today's lecture is for class 10th. It is the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. As the flowering plants, they are called angiosperms. The plants in which the sex organs are carried within the flowers and the seeds are enclosed in a fruit are called angiosperms. Angiosperms are commonly known as flowering plants. The flowering plants reproduce by sexual reproduction method. This means that two sexes, male and female, are involved in reproduction in flowering plants. The sex organs or reproductive organs of a plant are in its flowers. In other words, flowers contain the sexual reproductive organs of a plant. The function of a flower is to make male and female gametes and to ensure that fertilization will take place to make new seeds for the reproduction of plant. Now, the main parts of flower are a receptacle, sepals, petals, stamen and carpel. First one is a receptacle. The base of a flower to which all the parts of a flower are attached is called a receptacle. Then second part is sepals. The green leaf-like parts in the outermost circle of a flower are called sepals. All the sepals taken together are called calyx. The function of sepals or calyx is to protect the flower in its initial stages when it is in the form of a bud. Now another part is petals. The colored parts, the colorful parts of a flower are called petals. The petals lie inside the sepals. All the petals taken together are called corolla. The petals are usually scented. The function of petals or corolla is to attract insects for pollination and to protect the reproductive organs which are at the center of the flower. Then stamen. Stamen is the male reproductive organ of the plant. The little stalks with swollen tops just inside the ring of petals in a flower are called stamens. Stamen produces pollen grains. The stamen is made up of two parts, a filament and an anther. The stalk of stamen is called a filament and the swollen top of stamen is called anther. It is actually the anther of a stamen which makes the pollen grains and stores them. Pollen grains contain the male gametes of the plant. Its collective name is androecium. Now another part is carpel. In the center of flower there is flask-shaped organ called carpel. Carpel is the female reproductive organ of the plant. A carpel is made up of three parts, stigma, style and ovary. The top part of carpel is called stigma. Stigma is for receiving the pollen grains from the anther of stamen. During pollination, stigma is sticky so that pollen can stick to it. The middle part of carpel is called style. Style is a tube which connects stigma to the ovary. The swollen part at the bottom of a carpel is called ovary. The ovary makes ovules and stores them. Ovules contain the female gametes or female sex cells of the plant. So the collective term for this is gynoecium. Collective name for carpels, it is gynoecium. The male organ of flower called stamen makes the male gametes. The female organ of a flower called carpel makes the female gametes. The male gametes present in pollen grains fertilize the female gametes or egg cells present in ovules. The fertilizer egg cells grow within ovules and become seeds. The seeds produce new plants on germination under suitable conditions of water, warmth, air, and light. So this is about the pots of flower and their functions.